Hi and welcome back to 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗏. Today guys, we're going to be jumping back down in the charts to take another look at Zilliqa to see what's been going on most recently and what I think is likely to happen next here for Zil. As I get into this video, if you do find it useful and informative, hit the like button. I really do appreciate that. If you happen to be new to the channel, why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all notifications, and in doing so you are going to be kept up to date with everything that we do here at 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗏. If you haven't yet joined us in Discord, links in the description down below. Fantastic community talking crypto 24/7. I don't think you'll be disappointed by what you find, so why not go ahead and check it out. Right, let's jump on right down into Zil here and see what's been going on. So we're paired up with USDT. We are on the hourly chart. Binance is our data source. Essentially, there's this huge impulsive breakout to the upside, and this comes on the back of the announcement around the metaverse launch date and all of that kind of good stuff. It's about 170%, just short of that. Then we're into this corrective state. This is actually looking pretty typical of a wave 4 move. So, you know, we've kind of a complex kind of corrective state here now. Essentially, we moved down, we moved up a little bit shorter than the origin, so pretty standard C wave actually landed here, and we kind of come in pretty much exactly where we'd expect to. So let me just zoom this up a little bit so you guys get a better picture of what's going on here with Zilliqa, and we bring that down. What we're going to do is we're just going to measure the bottom of this A wave to the top of the A wave. We're going to just transpose it over to the top of the B wave here, and you can see that we, if I actually just pull it over to this side here, you can see that we come right down onto that level and completing the move. Okay, so that's the low of the C wave. Now, we are tracking up a little bit. We might end up with a double or triple corrective state, just taking a look at the stochastic RSI. But essentially, I think we're getting ready for another surge to the upside to start another impulsive move. So we'll just have to monitor that situation. It could be that in the very early stages of this impulsive move, we had a very similar setup, right? We moved up, we pulled back down, and then we had a really good run to the upside. Now, I don't know if we're going to have the same level of adoption behind the next kind of surge upwards, but a nice healthy correction has occurred here. We're getting a very similar setup. The 4-hourly stochastic RSI is completely oversold. The 8-hourly is coming down. The daily is, of course, overbought. Okay, so I'm thinking that we are tracking for a nice final kind of move up. This is a wave 4. We have a wave 5. And if we have a wave 5, where do we think that's likely to go? So if I actually pull this down and we pull that over here, we can see that this could go to 13.3. So from our current position at the point of recording this video up to about there, it's about 32% move here for Zil, right? So that's the kind of thinking that we've got going on there, a nice surge upwards. So this could be the beginning of that. Now, essentially, if I go ahead and show you this as an ABC to start with, and we're assuming that we don't go down any lower, this essentially does take us to 10.6. The impulsive trigger being 11.16, okay? So once we cross that level in the next kind of surge upwards, that would be the thing to watch out for as we continue that run up for Zil. Okay, so on our hourly chart, that's kind of what we're looking at, and it should be a pretty good swift move upwards if it were to occur. Okay, if not 10 point something, what did I say it was? Let me just actually go back on a second. 10.683 would be the high point. Okay, so we want to watch out for that. What I will do is actually grab hold of a horizontal ray and mark that up here, so we can see exactly what those levels are. We just get rid of that one, and at the same time, actually, I will mark up the next impulsive line. There we go. Okay, cool. I'll remove that. So these two yellow lines just here, and I'll also remove our retracement. So essentially, we've got two things going on. We hit this line. This is a standard ABC move. And if we hit this line, it is an impulsive trigger where we go up much higher. Okay. So essentially, for now, what we're tracking here is A, B, C. And what we really want to do is we hope that this turns into an impulsive move where this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with an ABC, then an additional 5 waves and so forth, right? So essentially that's kind of the things that we're looking for. Of course, we could have a much bigger third wave like we had seen previously, but this is looking pretty good for a good move upwards either way. Specifically with so much ground to cover on that 4-hourly chart and the 8-hourly chart correcting nicely as it is, we could be looking at a nice reversal like we saw previously just over here on that 8-hourly chart. Okay, so cool. Let me bring this now up into our daily, okay? And essentially kind of just map out what we're looking at, because on our daily chart, we are looking at this as a 4th wave correction. I'm not sure if I can fit all this in the screen here. Let me maximize this up a little bit from our low point. Now, in order for this to kind of really come in, we want to be, or to get kind of confirmation of the overall move, we want to hit at 13.661. There's no guarantee of that, but that's just a nice number that I'm aiming for. Essentially here, though, what we have got is wave 1, wave 2, all of this is wave 3. This we're currently experiencing is wave 4, and then we move up into that final 5th wave higher. Once all of that is complete on our daily chart, we expect some kind of larger corrective play. That will be a larger ABC move to the downside, okay? Probably when, the actual launch of the metaverse, that's usually how these things work, okay? So, yeah, we'll see if in the next week if that all plays out exactly as I would expect it to. The 5th wave could go higher, it could be extended, it could be short, etc. The minimum being 13.3, as I said there earlier. So essentially that's kind of what we're tracking here on the daily. And a part of the weekly chart, and the reason that we need such a correction obviously is that stochastic RSI needs to be pulled back down. But essentially what we've got is all of this entire 5-wave move, wherever it may land, is wave 1. The next corrective state would be wave 2. We move up in for a wave 3, 4, and then a good surge upwards for a wave 5. Okay, and again, this is where we're then starting to go into new all-time highs and all of that kind of good stuff. So, yeah, really good stuff going on here. We're finding, obviously, the resistance up there on the 618 of the entire retracement of this corrective ABC move, which is consequently a 4th wave move on the weekly chart. So, yeah, progression's going well for ZIL here, but do expect some kind of correction to occur once we finish that 5th wave up higher overall. So, yeah, for ZIL, I'm expecting a bit of a surge today over the next kind of 48 hours. And then I think there will be a bigger correction coming in at a slightly later stage where we see a lot of the profit getting taken out, and I wouldn't be too surprised if we see at least a 50% drop here on this move. So guys, I'm going to leave the video there. If you have found this brief technical analysis on Zilliqa useful and informative, hit the like button. I really do appreciate that. If you happen to be new to the channel, why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all notifications, and in doing so you will be kept up to date with everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. With all that said, done and out of the way, I hope everyone has a fantastic day, and I'll catch you all in the next one.